Oh my gosh, so it is really cold out here. Well, it's not actually that cold, it just feels really cold because it's windy. Anyway, hi guys, it's AJ from Hippie Hog Refuge Homestead. I'm out here trying to clear a little bit more grass so that I can plant my chives. I have some chives that need to be transplanted. Excuse me. Last year we adopted some kittens and they weren't acclimated to the litter box yet, and they kept sneaking into my inside planter box on top of my dresser that I had to figure out a way to block them from climbing on. They don't even get on the dresser anymore. They completely ignore it. Anyway, so I threw the box outside because I thought everything in it was dead. Lo and behold, the chives are growing. I think some of the wildflowers that I had planted in there before they decided to pee in the box are growing. And I think some comfrey is also growing because I had a whole bunch of stuff in that box. There's a whole bunch of little things that I was going to maintain inside the little planter. So I'm hoping that I can plant the chives and probably gonna let them go to seed. There's not many plants there, and they tell you to maintain a few to go to seed because they'll seed themselves. They'll drop seed, and you can just keep letting them grow if you want. If they get too crowded, you can just dig up the plants and move them around your thing. So that's what I'm doing. So that's what I'm doing right now. Is I'm sitting in this very windy. It's like 48 or so. It feels like it's 42 or less because the wind keeps blowing. The sun is coming out every once in a while. I was playing Dust in the Wind earlier, and all of a sudden it got really blustery, and I shouted at the sky that wasn't an invitation. And then I laughed at myself for yelling at the sky because it was funny that I'm out here by myself. So yeah, so, I'm planting it next to the garlic because they're related. They're not going to cross-pollinate. Chives are their own species, even though they're similar to onions and garlic. Hi, Bubs. Or hi, Jack. Every time I talk, the pig comes out. I will introduce you guys to the animals at some point, but not right now. We have a lot of them. So that seems to be my favorite word. I say it a lot. Gonna put the chives in. I don't have many of them. Here, unfortunately, I cannot flip this while I'm filming, which is really stupid. So I have to not play. I have to press stop and then record a whole new video. So that's how that works. Anyways. And it is very bright out here, so I'm having a hard time seeing what I'm doing. Oh, the chives are going to go here. Like I said, there's not a whole lot of them. And then the rest of this, I don't know what I'm going to put here for the rest of this. Might put some onion butts. Some onion butts in here. Because you can grow onions the same way you grow garlic. You can chop the root off. Put it in some water. You have to leave about an inch or so of the onion attached so it's got something to cultivate, to draw nutrients from. So you add the roots to the water. It has a little bit of plant matter to create food and nutrients for the roots. And then you can stick them in the ground. And then eventually they'll grow big and strong into regular onions. So let's see if I can. We have lots of wild sorrel. Sorrel looks like clover, but it's not. It is a type of shamrock, the shamrock sorrel. So it looks like clover, it's not clover. We, I think, have some clover over yonder in the grass. Can't tell from here. But I'm saving the sorrel. I'm not going to throw it out because I'm saving the sorrel instead of throwing it away like weed because it's a ground cover plant. It's edible. It's very tasty. Ours tastes like lemon. I'm assuming that's lemon sorrel. I don't know what it's called. It's wild here. I don't know if they put it in, the previous owners put it in as a decorative plant. I'm weeding while I'm talking to you. That's why I keep going off camera. but it spreads like wildfire. It's, I don't know if you can see, it looks like clover, but it's not. They're not heart shaped. They're paddle shaped. From the place that I got the seeds from everything that I'm planting, except for the chives and the garlic and the comfrey. There's a couple other things too. But the vast majority of the seeds that I got, excuse me, I'm all sniffly because it's chilly. I picked out, it's called red veined sorrel, and it looks like lettuce leaf. So that'll be a completely different kind of sorrel. I've never had it before. I don't know if I'll even like it, but there's 8 other people that live here, so if I don't like it, someone will eat it. Our kids really like the sorrel, the wild stuff, so I'm hoping they'll also like this seeded stuff that I got. I think anything could be. I don't know if the seeded sorrel was originally a wild species or not. And someone said, oh, this is tasty and it won't kill me, so let's cultivate it and domesticate it. Because that's what a lot of these plants are. A lot of these things that we eat now, like lemon balm, was a weed. It's edible. I mean, duh. It's edible. It's everywhere, and it spreads really fast. It spreads like, it actually spreads like strawberries spread. Strawberries will send out legs that will sprout. They're very similar to clones. So, I don't remember the tree species, but there's a tree that is the largest living organism on the planet. And it consists of this ridiculous amount of treetops, and all the trees are genetically identical because they're all, the root system sent out legs, and from the legs sprouted more trunks. And the location, the exact location, like they have it saying where it is, what state it's in, but like you have to have like a special permit to get to it. You can't just like walk there and start filming because it is so old and it is so big that it's very vulnerable. So trees are not the only thing that do that. Strawberries do that. Sorrel does that. Lemon balm does that. Lots of plants do that. And they do that because sometimes the ground doesn't have enough nutrients, so they send legs out farther away to try and find more nutrients to draw from the ground, and also, you know, more light exposure, because more legs equals more leaves. So if they're that kind of thing that has chlorophyll and all that stuff. And you know how the biology of plants work. If you're watching this, you more than likely don't need an education on that. I'm just a wealth of information. I'm rambling. Okay, so let's see. Chives. I think I have one plant of comfrey. Comfrey is really good for compost, and they call it the medicine plant. You have to look up what it's good for, but you can use it for a whole lot of things. As far as I know, you're not supposed to ingest it, but let's see what else. Fun fact, I didn't know chives flowered. I thought they were a bulb, but they're not. They're a seeded plant. I mean, they're a bulb too, but like how marigold, what is it you plant as a bulb? I think it's marigolds. You save the flower tops or something. There's a flower that's a bulb, that's a legitimate bulb. That's how you plant them. That's how you get them. I thought that's what chives were. Nope, they're a flowering plant. I did not know that. Because they're one of those, they're called cut and come again plants, where you trim the top off and you use it, and then it just grows back. And then you come back later after some time has passed and it's grown some more, and then you snip it again. And you can keep doing this for, I don't know, forever. Or until the plant gets tired of it. Chives can grow up to 12 inches, and the flowering stem can grow up to 20. Garlic has an edible part on the top too. It's the stem that flowers. Apparently you can eat that. I didn't know that either. I thought just the bottom part was edible. So I'm learning all kinds of things I didn't know, because I know a little bit about a lot of things. So this is all a whole learning experience for me, because I don't know everything. Well, I mean, nobody can know everything, but I thought I knew more than I knew. And I'm finding that I don't. Oof, cold, good grievous. Alright, so before I ramble on and tell you my whole life story, I'm going to end here. If there's anything to update on, I will update on. I'm going to do a tour of our piss poor garden right now. It looks awful. But I'll do a tour of that at some point so you guys can see. Because I posted a video when I first started this about the garden and whatnot. And haven't really done much because we're running out of time. We're gonna be late. Michigan is still really cold. It's too cold to plant a lot of things. Thankfully, I can plant the lettuce, which I'm sprouting that. I guess germinating it, because I'm not sprouting it. In my room, because my room is cool enough and it'll like it. And then it's cold enough here, and it will be cold enough here for a while, that it'll thrive pretty well before summer comes. So I'll be planting that, and I'll be planting that in the same cleared area next to the garlic. I was going to put the peas there, but apparently you can't plant peas next to garlic. They don't get along. So I changed my mind, and I will plant... Anyway, I'll go over all that later. But yeah, so that's my update for now, and thanks for watching. Bye!